And a lot of vegans don't get tattoos because they say, oh, it's full of animal products, you know, and this and that. But it's starting to become more normal in the tattoo industry. My name is Luis Marrufo. I've been tattooing a little over 3 years. Yeah, so vegan ink is an ink that doesn't contain any glycerin, animal stabilizers. A lot of black inks contain like the wings of a shellac beetle. So it's got bugs in it. Different pigments have different kind of bugs depending on where they get them from. A lot of colors have different pigments. And the ink I use is carbon-based. So it's a carbon-based only. A lot of black ink is made from animal bones. So they char it down, they burn it to a complete crisp, and they use that powder as a pigment for the ink. I don't use any colored inks because a lot of them contain toxins and chemicals as well. In the colored inks, the black is the very basic ink you can use. So I use black only for all my tattoos. I find a lot of my clients like to come here even if they're not vegan. They like to come to me because it's a cleaner way of getting a tattoo. It heals much faster. It looks a lot better over time because it's just the way it heals has a lot to do with how the longevity of the tattoo. You know, how is it going to look 5 years from now? To be honest, vegan ink is actually in the market now. It's one of the primary inks that people use in a lot of shops.
Tattoos, they say, is a permanent thing, and like to me, a tattoo has to have meaning, right? And so, kind of like the first one that I got, you know, it had its own middle meaning, but I didn't think about like what it was as far as the ink itself. So the idea of that there being animal product in it, like something that kind of came from a violent background, was going down my body permanently, just didn't settle right.
A lot of old school shops, you kind of don't know what they're using. They might be using different inks, you know, a lot of old school tattooers use the old inks that they used to use, but there's a lot of vegan options out there.